Good morning, this is Erika. Welcome back to Smartboard Magic. This is volume 2. We're going to talk about the hide and reveal boxes. So again, I went to Google and I found this awesome picture with some Pythagorean triples that I really want to use. But I don't want additional information. And I actually want my kids to figure out what the missing side is using the Pythagorean theorem that we worked on. So I'm going to cover up some of this. I go to my shapes, grab a rectangle. Don't grab the square because it will only make squares. I'm going to grab the rectangle and I'm going to just cover up this section that I don't want. Now right now it doesn't really look like it's going to help me much, so I'm going to grab my select tool, highlight the outside, and go to properties. This is the important part. I'm going to fill it in with the same color of my background. But my background isn't actually one of the colors from the standard sheet. If you'll notice, I kind of personalized it and made it a little bit lighter. So I'm going to use this eyedropper tool. And it's going to find the color I want, click on it, and turn this one the same exact color. I'm going to do the same thing for my line right here. So I'm going to grab that eyedropper, click it over here, and now my picture is the exact same. Now my Smart has to scroll down. I don't really want to do that. So what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to select that invisible box, and I'm going to select my Pythagorean theorem picture, but I have to do this at the same time. So hit select, and I'm going to use Control, grab this one. The shortcut key for this is Control G, G for group, but I'm going to show you how to do it with the right click. We can right click, group, group. And now it's one big piece, and they won't move around. Because before I grouped them, if I had moved this one around, you would have still seen that invisible box poking through. So once again, I'm going to click on my invisible box, hit the Control button, click on my main picture, and this time I'm going to do it with the shortcut key. Control G. And now it's one big unit, so I can scooch this up. But now I actually want my kids to discover these Pythagorean triples for themselves. So I actually want to hide one of the values, either leg A, leg B, or the hypotenuse. So once again, I'm going to grab a shape. And this time it doesn't actually matter if you grab a square because these are kind of tiny. But let's cover up leg, or hypotenuse actually, on this one. And I'm going to once again use my properties to fill it in. This time, it doesn't really matter what color I fill it in with. Let's pick orange. Those look nice together. And line, same color. At some point, I want this to disappear. I want to reveal it after my kids have kind of had a time to work it out. So I'm going to go to Object Animation. And I'm going to pick Fade Out. And it's going to give you a little preview of what it'll look like. So as soon as I click Fade Out, watch that orange box and you'll see what it'll look like. So it's showing you that it's going to fade out pretty quickly once you tap it. Now I can turn it, move it up, whatever I need to do, but as soon as I tap on it, it's going to go away. Now if I go to the next page and come back, it's there again. So don't worry, it didn't disappear forever. So let's try another one. Let's say on this one, I want to eliminate the 8. Once again, I'm going to grab my little shape maker. I'm going to grab a shape. Now I'm going to go back to select. Right click, drop down, solid fill. We can make this one a darker purple. I can make my line darker purple. Rotate it a little bit. And I'm going to go back to Object Animation, which is under Still Properties. And this time, maybe I don't want it to fade. Maybe I want it to flip out, fly out. So this time, we're going to say fly out, and watch, it'll fly out. It says it's going to the left. Maybe I want it to go up. So I'm going to say direction, up, or top. It's when the object is clicked. Now, I could change this to say as soon as I enter the page, but that's not going to do me any good. Now, I don't really want my kids to see these things right now. So I'm going to do another reveal box. Right click, properties, solid fill, we'll use pink. This is a very colorful page. Pink. And this one, I just want it to go away when I tap it. So properties, object animation, fade out. Maybe I want it to go slow. So now we can test it. It's going to slowly fade out once my kids have discovered this relationship, and then we can see all the other relationships that are associated with it. And remember, once it's gone, if I want it to come back, there it is. Now let's say I want to use this same box every time. Right click, clone. There's the next one. Right click, clone. Right click, clone again. And now, we can even do the same thing here. Let's clone this one. I don't have to make it again. Covering up leg A or B. And let's clone this one. Let's cover up the 12. Leg A or B. So I have a few with my legs isolated, and I have one with my hypotenuse isolated. And now I can have the kids show me some work to discover what the missing piece is. We can reveal it to see if they're right. Then we can reveal the rest of it to show the relationships between 5, 12, 13, and then all the multiples. Thanks for watching.